Greetings, everyone. I came back from church today, and after speaking at a conference about wealth creation and sustaining wealth, I decided I'll make this video because we have a lot of young people that are very pressured. Society demands a lot from them, and so many of them have gotten into a relationship. They're newly married, they have been married for long. So many of them, you can name a few. There's a lot of pressure from them. They have a family to take care of. So, my intention for going to teach was to empower the women on what to do, how to create, how to make money, how to make more money, and how to multiply the money so that the burden on the men can be reduced. There are so many widows out there. We have few widowers, but there's so many widows. One of the reasons is because so many people today, by statistics, the BP is very high, blood pressure. Some of them heart attack. So many things is happening, and some of the reasons is because of the financial burden. So this evening, I really want to talk about how wealth is created and how it is sustained. Number one, if you want to make money, the first thing is to have a job. Either you have a job or you're selling something or there are some services you are rendering. We thank God for social media today and education. We have a lot of young ladies that are actually getting educated and they have a lot of new skills. I mean, cybersecurity. There are a lot of things they are doing. Women don't necessarily need to go out into the farms and all those hard jobs. Now, some of them can stay home. You could be a stay-at-home mom and you still make money today. Like I said, the intent of this video is so that you can make much more money, or you can actually help your husband to help him to multiply the money he already makes from his job or his business. That's the intent of this video. And I want to talk about three categories of people. We have people that waste money. We have people that spend it without thinking. You know, the foolish people waste it. The average person spends it without actually having a plan. But the third category of people are the wise ones. They do what? They invest it. So now, when you're making your money from a job or from what you are selling or from the services you're rendering, you need to create a good saving culture. Create a good saving culture. There are many ways to save. Either you are saving in the bank, or if you don't want to save in the bank, in the local communities or among your peer groups or among the church or a neighborhood, anywhere, there are people that have a kind of group. They call it, in my place, they call it Njangi. So when you make your money, you can actually be in a group of about 15 to 20 people at a time. So if you're saving 100 euros per month, if you save it in 1 year, at the end of the year, you can actually have about probably 1,200, which is now going to be a block money. You can now use it to invest. Is very important, because investment, when the best level, one of the things that financial intelligence does, it makes you understand that you have to get to a point where money will be working for you while you are sleeping. Okay, most of the retirement age today in most parts of the world is about from 65 to 68 years old. You don't want to work that long. No, that's why you want to start investing now that you're young. And there are basically there are some areas in which I want you to focus on trying to invest in. Money is in these areas, and I want to talk about necessities. Do you know one of the reasons why Dangote became so wealthy is because he invested in necessities? You have the Dangote flour. He was investing in flour. He was investing in salt. He's investing in cement. Cement is a necessity. Why? People need to build houses. Accommodation is a necessity. And for you to have accommodation, you need to build houses. So by all means, whether you like him or not, you have to buy cement. You see that? Now, I want to talk about those ones that you can invest in. One of the first necessities is what? Food. Look at the food chain from when it went from the farm to when it actually gets to the supermarket. where you actually go and buy it to consume. It is a chain. You can tap into that. Another one is transportation. People must go from one place to the other, whether you like it or not. Whether it is raining, whether it is summer, winter, you must go from one place to the other. Whether the price of petrol has increased or not, that is not the you must go from one place to the other. So you can think, what can you do? You want to buy the motorbike, you want to buy an Uber, you want to buy, just get into that. The next one is accommodation. People don't sleep outside, they sleep in houses, even under the bridge, name it. No matter what, you must get into real estate. You must get it. You must be thinking of getting into real estate. That means getting into the accommodation business. Yes, there are people that actually do actually buy a house, and then one of the things my boss used to do in those days, my boss will buy old buildings that people don't want, and they are selling it at a giveaway. He will buy those houses, renovate it, and put it as a rental property. Yes, because people must pay to live. They cannot sleep outside. Yeah. Another one is medication. Medication. Whether it is herbal medicine you want to sell, you can get involved, you can get into that, or you want to sell pharmaceutical those normal medicines that they sell in the pharmacy, you can do that. You must not have experience in doing that, but you can bring in the cash, and then you bring in somebody who is licensed and knows how to run the business. Another one is education. People must be educated. People don't want their kids to become a nuisance in the community without knowing how to read and write. So they want to push their kids to study. But where would they study? The government haven't really sophisticated. The government schools are not as sophisticated as they are supposed to be. So if you have money, that is another line of business you want to venture into: education. It's very important. If your school is sophisticated, people will bring in their children there, and you'll make a whole lot of money. You don't need to be an excellent teacher to have to do that. No. Once you get the license from the government, you can recruit teachers that are well licensed and experienced, and they will run your school for you. So like I said, I've mentioned 5 necessities that people need, and that's where you should think of investing. Number 1 is the food chain. Number 2 is clothing, fashion. Fashion is another thing. Even broke people want to look good. So you have to look at the things they want to buy and the things they can buy, and you look for where you can source it and sell to them and make your money. Another one is accommodation. Like I said, people must sleep in houses. People don't want to sleep on the street. So no matter where you are, you look for that possibilities. Okay? Yes. And one of the first ways to make money, one of the first drive of making money, is that you have to be willing to get out of that situation you are. You have to be willing to make the changes. You have to be willing to pay the sacrifices to make wealth. Another one, like I said, transportation. Number 4, transportation. Yes. People must go from one place to the other, irrespective of the price of fuel. It doesn't matter. If the price of fuel have increased, you also increase the cost of the transportation. That's just the way it goes. Another one is medication. People get sick now and then. It is not your problem. It is not your fault. You didn't make them sick. Life make them sick. Situations or circumstances got them sick. And if you can provide medication for them, that's going to go a long way. They will come and buy from you. As simple as that. Whether it is herbal medicine or the normal medications that you find in the pharmacy, you must not have studied medicine to open a pharmacy. No, but you must get people that are licensed to be able to run it for you. So God bless you. I wish you the best, that God will bring you to a place of financial freedom. Money is not a spirit. No, money is not a spirit. Money is the value. Money is what you are being paid for, the value you bring to the market. Money is what you are being paid for, the value you have brought to the marketplace. Yes. So if you bring something tangible, they will pay you big amount of money. If you can solve complex problems, you will make even much more money. God bless you. When you make more money, don't forget to help the poor. You are not making the money for yourself alone, but for the world. God bless you.